Kayla's kicking us off in Billings, Montana. Kayla, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, how are you guys?
We're so great. How can we help today?
Good, thank you. So my question is, my husband and I moved across the country recently, and I am unhappy here. And I'm just wondering, at what point do you put forth mental health and caring for that versus finances and putting yourself in a bind or losing money on our house?
Oh, often when you back yourself into a corner and give yourself one of two cryptic options, there's something else going on. Tell me what else is going on here.
Okay. So, oh gosh, I don't know. I'm just very depressed where we live now.
Why are you, what is it about this environment, this world? Are you missing your friends from your old place, your old community? Are you not plugging in? Did you have a bad experience? What is it?
Yeah, a couple of things. We are very far from our family.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of feels isolating. And the weather here is a little rougher than I prefer. Like winters are very long, and seasonal depression, I feel like, is a real thing.
It's a super real thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's just hard and just not as much to do or the things that I enjoy doing. We had a home before, and so I miss that home and that area and that climate and people coming to visit us. And we have a house now, but nobody comes to visit because we're very far away. Or if they do, it's very rare. And
so why'd you guys move?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, why'd you move?
Why? He's a truck driver. He works for FedEx. And if we transferred, the pay was a lot higher.
Mm-hmm.
So he went from being a city driver in Tennessee, and then we transferred out west where he was a road driver, and they get paid quite a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
So we could always transfer back, but they aren't hiring at the moment for road or city. So I'm just here trying to figure out what to do. And we spent a lot of money on our house.
How long have you lived there?
We've been here a year, but we've been out west 2 years.
Okay. I had a very similar experience when I moved from Texas, where I had my community, my friends, and my family, and to Tennessee, to Nashville, into what was a great job. It's a much more significant paying job. It was an incredible group of people I got to work with, but I was lonely and I was missing people, and I like doing these things, and I wasn't able to do those things here because now I'm in the city. It's kind of reverse of what you experienced. And ultimately, my wife and I had to sit down and say, okay, we're going to go all in on making this our home. And it was a completely different identity shift. And she actually went way faster than I did. She went and made friends, got connected, started going to coffee with people. And that's not her nature. It's not my nature. And I've told some stories on air about inviting people to my house and be like, so this is super weird, but will you be my friend? Will you go hang out? And when someone would invite me that I didn't know that well to watch the fights, I said yes every time. And I've come, like, our family goal now, a few years after that time, is this is it. Like my goal and hope in life is to die in Tennessee. Okay. This became my home, but it took some high intentionality on our part. So here's my challenge to you. Number one, don't frame this as money or mental health. That's not a fair framing of this. It's not, hey, you want to be rich and crazy and depressed? That's not really what's happening here. What's happening here is, hey, we made a decision together that this is going to be a significant increase in pay for us. We're going to be able to change some things of our lives that we thought was going to be great. And maybe we missed the mark, and that's okay. We tried it out. 2 years, 3 years, cool. Let's get back on the transfer list and see when that happens. Until then, we are not going to voluntarily choose misery. I'm not going to choose to be miserable waiting for this thing that may or may not happen in 2 months, 5 months, 2 years, 10 years. Choose the things that are going to make you joyful in the meantime. That may mean that we need to add to our budget plane tickets because we thought we could see family once a year. I want to see them 3. And that's just going to be a thing that we're going to do that's a little bit different. I am not big on going to coffee with the gals. I'm going to coffee with the gals. I'm going to make that a part of my life. You see what I'm saying? Go all in where you are. And if you go all in where you are and you come back and you say, hey, I want to go back to Tennessee, and you end up back Tennessee and Kentucky and North Carolina, whatever, nobody failed anything. Nobody lost anything. We thought this was going to be the right thing for us. What I found was, oh, man, I just missed my family and friends. And that's a completely normal thing. You're supposed to be sad when you miss your family and friends. And now my new life adventure was finding new people to do life with. And I have. You see what I'm saying?
I see. Yeah, I see. More of the effort.
Well, it's not. No, see, there you like. Okay, I'm just not doing enough. No, not like that. Not like that. Here's what I'm saying. It's completely normal to feel how you feel right now. Okay. And moving forward, you have a choice. Do I want to continue this? Do I want to continue just to be here and be sad, or do I want to do something differently? Not do more. Do I want to do something different? And what you're doing right now is just, you've been healing, right? You made a big, major move. Now we're healing. Now we're going to figure out something that's new. And let's set a time limit with my husband when he's home. Let's put a pin on the calendar at 6 months. Let's just check back in with each other at 6 months and see how we're doing. And I'm going to go all in. You go all in. We're going to make this thing work. We're going to choose to have fun out here, even though I'm not really a hiker I don't fly fish. I don't know what you do in Montana. But normally I'm more of a pedal tavern gal there in downtown Nashville, and there's no pedal taverns out here. And I don't know. I'm losing, right? I'm being rude, but decide to go all in there and then put something on the calendar, and it gives you some peace, right? This isn't a forever thing, and this isn't a cast into the ocean. And if you are struggling, if you are feeling depression in a way that I don't want to get out of bed, I don't like anybody, I don't have joy, please call somebody, okay?
Yeah.
Please go visit a counselor, okay? And yes, seasonal depression is very, very, very real. Very real. There's all kinds of lights you can get. There's all kinds of interventions you can do with lighting around your house and activities you can do to help with the lights. That is a very real thing. And winter is coming, right? So be ready for that as it heads your way.
Yeah, that's huge. Yeah, when I moved to Nashville, John, from Mobile, which I had moved from Boston, you just reset. And I had to go, all right, I'm going to get plugged into my local church. I made some great friends there. I started here at Ramsey Solutions. I knew no one. And now there's some of my best friends here, some of my best community via the church and work. And I love it. And I can't ever imagine going back to Boston. Right. But that takes a lot of time and intentionality. And that's all we're asking for.
And some awkwardness and some failure. It's a part of it.
And you're a king of awkwardness.
I am king of awkwardness.
John has mastered it.